Hi, I'm Katie Bullard. Some of you may know me, some of you may not. I have been asked to share a little bit of my story with you during the halftime show. And to be quite honest, the halftime show really aren't even that good anymore. I mean, yeah, Black Eyed Peas, Katie Bullard. I'm glad you're here because you got nothing on me. Anyway, just kidding. I'm gonna be telling you about my story and just a small part of it. It's something that happened to me like 3 months ago. It's not really new news, but it kind of is. You may not have heard it yet. I broke both my legs, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. I broke. I'm looking at them right now. They're not in casts anymore. Here, I'll show them to you. They're in fuzzy socks that are blue, but I still can't walk on my left foot. I broke my talus bone in my left foot. I broke my tibia. I was calling the wrong thing. Anyway, so I broke both my legs rock climbing, and it was pretty nuts. But what I want to share with you is the part like right after I fell. And everybody in the rock climbing place had stopped going. um, and, it was really crazy. But I hit the floor, and the coolest part was that I really like right away felt a sense of peace. And it's so funny because you always hear stories, about like how people get through these crazy things and these really, this weird stuff happens in their life, or like their life flashes before their eyes, and God did some great thing, like, and those stories are cool, but it's like when it happens to you, it's just like it seems surreal, that like I actually hit the ground and that, like one of my friends was there and this lady that I had just met like 20 seconds before getting up on the wall and climbing 20 feet up and falling off. They like immediately came over to me and they started praying for me and um, the ambulance guys got there and, like the whole process, the whole thing from that night to now 3 months later has been such a blessing. And I really do believe that it's because God has really been first in all of it. Um, one of the things that I just really feel like He enabled me to do and gave me the grace to do was just surrender and know that He was in control. One of the first verses that I found when I got home from the hospital was 2 Timothy 1:9. Um, and that verse says, "By the power of God, who has saved us and called us to a holy life, not because of anything that we've done, but because of his own purpose and grace. This grace was given us in Christ Jesus before the beginning of time." That was my battery thing. This is this moment. Yeah, that this grace was given to us in Christ Jesus before the beginning of time. And I think that it's so cool that even before time began, God had a plan and a purpose for our lives and was ready to extend grace. And yeah, that He's the same in everything. And He's the same thousands and thousands of years ago as He is today. And you may think that, wow, He's really old and decrepit or irrelevant, but He's not. He still is moving and working and doing awesome things in people's lives. Um, yeah, even when things don't feel good or go the way that we think they're going to, God is still faithful and still extends grace, which is something that was given even though we don't deserve it. That's what grace is. Um, and yeah, so today, whether the Packers win or whether the Steelers win or lose, because they're going down. I'm sorry, but they are. Whether you get into the college that you think you're going to, or whether you get the solo in choir that you tried out for, or whether you make the team, or whether your relationship status is the same that you think it's going to be, or it isn't, or, I think whatever steps you take, He knows what they're going to be. And even when that means you fall. Um, but he's still there. And when you fall, he he is the one that alone that can give you peace and can give you understanding and um, can help you to feel hope. And I pray that you do. That even if you've been in a relationship with God for as long as you've been alive, can remember, or if you just fell in love with him, last month, that you continue to grow and become more like him and are changed by him, no matter what direction your life takes you. So I hope you guys are enjoying the rest of the afternoon and enjoy the Super Bowl. Go Packers!